Yo, what's up YouTube? This is my C++ Minecraft clone, and today, I don't know what we're going to do today, but today is a bit later stream. I wanted to see for all the viewers that the time wasn't alright for them. I wanted to do a later stream for those viewers, just so they can catch it live. So if you managed to catch it live now, then it was a semi-success. And today we can summarize the previous stream, what happened. In the previous stream, we managed to remove the lag spikes from unloading chunks. So when we fly around, actually let's make the speed faster. Let's make the speed faster, update camera. Let's make the faster speed. So in the previous stream, let's summarize the previous stream. Why not? Why don't we summarize the previous stream? So in the previous stream, this is what we managed to do. Look at how the from way before the previous stream, we managed to prioritize chunk loading of the player. And we had lag spikes, and from the previous two streams we removed the lag spikes from when we generate the chunks and when we unload the chunks. In both cases we had lag spikes because everything was happening in a single frame. We managed to move it around so it happens in multiple frames, and because of this organization of all the work, this is all happening in a single thread. This is in a single thread. I'm not using multi-threading. And after we removed the lag spikes from the previous two streams, at the end we had 30 minutes where we could do whatever we want. And so I decided, why don't we add a biome? And we decided to do the desert biome. And we, at the end of the 3 hours, since if you don't know, I have a limit of 3 hours for these streams. At the end of the 3 hours, I got this bug where the cactuses have sand on them. And I just ended the stream, we didn't fix that. And so in this stream, we have to decide what are we going to do. Maybe we'll fix the cactus and not there was some dead trees as foliage. Maybe we can do that. But from then on, we should decide what to do. We have 3 hours all the time in the world. We have Twitch chatter. Yo, looks good. What's up, Tank Pillow? What's cooking? What's cooking, Tank? Yo, we have YouTube chatter. Let's pop out YouTube. I'm early. Yo, why are you not on Twitch? You said you like Twitch. Yeah. So I have to decide. We have to decide actually. We're a democracy. We'll decide where we'll go from here. I'm also making voxel engine C++. Nice. Okay, bro, I'm on Twitch. No, you decide. If you prefer YouTube, do YouTube. Like, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Like, you decide. Yeah, here you're number one. Here you're number one. We have to decide where to go from here. The world is endless. We'll not touch the terrain generation. We'll leave it like that. It's good enough. But we need to decide. We have to decide where to go from here. And I'm thinking, like, sure, the cactuses have problems. Sure, we could solve that. But I was thinking, why not do the sky? Why not do the sky since it's so empty? Like when you look at the sky, why not do the clouds, the sun and moon to have a day-night cycle? Why don't we do that? And to have stars. I think that would make this a lot prettier. And add a fog. I think it's time for that. To add a fog, to add stars, to add clouds, sun and moon. And for day and night, I'm not sure we'll have time for day and night. because we'll have to write some complicated algorithm that flood fills the whole world. How is it going with the game? Very well, actually. Very well, since we have endless terrain. This is my favorite feature so far, because we can do a lot with endless terrain. We can add many biomes. Right now, from the previous stream, we started with the desert biome. We can finish it before we move to the sky. I'm thinking to do the sky. Let's see what's up with YouTube. I care. Напиши го C вместо C++. Write it in C instead of C++. C doesn't have smart pointers. What are we going to do then? So he won't talk to you about your hands. In Russian. No, I speak Bulgarian, I don't speak Russian. Hello Plus Channel 2, what's up? I've seen you in previous videos. Yo, Wix, the wise suggester. The Wix, for everyone doesn't know, Wix is our brains in the group. When we have problems, Wix will give the wise suggestions. But right now we don't need wise suggestions. Right now we are at the start. We're adding new features. Well, here we will need a wise suggestion actually with the cactus. We'll need a wise suggestion with the cactus because it has sand on it. Yeah, let's fix the cactus and let's add those dead trees. Let's open up Minecraft as reference. Because in Minecraft, we left off in the original Minecraft in a desert biome where we looked at it for reference. That's where I saw the cactuses, but there was also some foliage. I want to see if there was something else to use it as reference. Yo, Quake Arena, what's up? Yeah, the dead bush. What's up YouTube? Exactly, add mobs in game. We have mobs in the Java clone. They're not a priority as of now. But it would be cool if I add the dragon, the ender dragon, but I've seen it in Blockbench, the ender dragon, and it's really tough, man. Like, I looked the asset here, dragon. It looks really complicated. Like, look at the dragon, how many blocks it has. Like, okay, sure, that it's not an issue to render the dragon, it's an issue with the animations. Because here I don't have any animations. I usually do the animations myself, and if I decide to animate the dragon, that would be mission impossible. I cannot do complicated animations. But I wanted to add the dragon and have the player fly around with the dragon to ride it. But as of now, that's mission impossible. Why don't you add logic gates to your game? I have redstone in my Java clone. Yeah, the dragon is too complex. Just make it float in the diff. Well, we could do that. We could do that. But not right now. I'm early. Am I early? You're not. You're the perfect time, man. Being at the start is the perfect time. And the end. After you add the day and night, maybe add real shadows. Yeah, but one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's first fix the desert biome. Because the cactus is not doing its best. Yeah, so this should be the desert. This is the original Minecraft. I'm not stealing. I don't have stolen valor. This is the original Minecraft. Let's not get it twisted. But I need to look at it as a reference. And you can notice how the cactus doesn't have ambient occlusion here. It doesn't have ambient occlusion. But the blocks here have ambient occlusion. And it's the same in my clone as well. Here, the cactus doesn't have ambient occlusion. It's the same in my clone, but the blocks have them. I thought that was interesting to mention. Okay, we'll fix the cactus and add these bushes. These bushes. And what else? Game mode spectator. Let's fly around. What else? We need these blocks as well, but oh, there were those there were what you call them, like, oh, this thing, the pyramids, like the with the TNT at the bottom. We could have these as well, but I don't know how to spawn structures. Like, I barely managed to spawn a tree. I don't know if I'll be able to spawn a structure. Oh, we need chests as well. Okay, let's focus. Let's add the bushes. Let's add these ones. Game mode creative. Let's add these ones. The dead bush. Let's add the dead bush. Why not? Let's actually lower the speed, because I had high speed just for the showcase. And here, actually, before we add the dead bush, let's organize the code. It will be quick, very quick organization, because in the block factory, look at how I have to include all the different header files of the block classes. And I think we can avoid this by having them set up in the block class that all of them inherit. All of them inherit this block class. I could just have them here. So, for example, here, there, to just have it here. Or for all of these small classes. The rest on Dust is more complicated. It will have its own header. But I think this would be cleaner to do. It just saves time to do it like this. Now the grass. I don't want to create so many header files. And now the block. The grass block. Like, off stream I was just thinking about it, because this was really annoying to have all of these header files. And I was thinking, what could I do to save up time? And this is what I came up with off stream as an idea. And now I'll quickly attempt to do it and see what's up. Now this. And this. Okay. And so I should delete the whole folder, I think. Yeah, let's delete the whole folder. Open in File Explorer. No, let's just delete the files. Let's just delete the header files. It's not that big of an issue. And in the block factory, here we include the block, and here we don't need to include all of these. And now it should run probably. Build failed. Let's see what's the issue. Sand. Oh no, we lost sand. We lost the sand class. I can make it again. It's not a problem. Sand. Sand, it needs collision. It needs collision. Yeah, let's do a full block for the sand. This is the collision box, and it shouldn't be transparent. And what's up now? Stone. Oh, stone is here 2 times. Let's hope this is the last error. What now? Sand. Didn't I do it? Oh! Here, sand. Yeah. Obviously. This time it should work. Okay. We managed to clean up the code a bit. Yeah. We'll add the dead bush. We'll add the bush and we'll fix the cactus, and then we'll move to the sky. That's the plan. That's the plan. Let's look at Twitch. What's up, Twitch? Yeah, we'll just keep it as static, probably, the dragon. After you add the day and night, sound physics, we'll think about that. +1, you need sound physics before structure because you fall into the TNT trap. Or a plate. What's scriptable blocks? What do you mean, for the organization purposes? Let's see what's up with YouTube. Exactly. Wow, yes. Why don't you add logic gates? Oh no, we read that. Can you add player model? In the Java clone, I have the player hand. I don't have the player model. I have the player Let me just open the Java clone. I have the player model just in the inventory as a 3D Steve. That's the only place I have the player model. Which is something. Let's bring back the chat. Hi, Pets a Computer Science. Whoa, Sans. If it's convenient for me to ask, are you abroad and can I speak in Bulgarian? I'm from Bulgaria, but I speak in English because I have a lot of people from different places. I have from United States, I have from Turkey. Maskeli is from Turkey, he is a regular viewer. I cannot speak, if I speak in Bulgarian, not everyone will understand, but if you write in Bulgarian, you'll get this auto translation, and sometimes it's not correct. You do whatever you want. Adding that bush to my Minecraft clone. Yeah. Command blocks are not a priority. To just define blocks outside of the code in a folder with JSON files. Okay, sure, but I already have JSON files for the mesh. Where are they? Here. I already have the JSON files for the mesh, these ones. So what you're saying is, should I add another JSON file to define the block itself? Because I need extra data on top of this for myself. I need some extra data, like if it's transparent, what collision box it has. And here, for example, in Minecraft, where it's more complicated, I have more logic for these ones. Like on placement, I have a callback. On removal, I have callback. On hover, I have callback. I cannot do it just with JSON files. Yeah, but this is the Java clone. Somebody asked if I have the Steve model. I just have it in the inventory here. I just have it in the inventory with the animation and the hand. But this is the Java clone. And here I have the zombie and the skeleton and the bow. But this is the Java clone. How you add spinning menu? The 360 degree menu. The 360 degrees is very easy. It's like if you open Learn OpenGL, there you have the 3D the cube map texture. It was something like that. If this manages to load. Hopefully the internet speed is all right. I don't know why it's so slow. Guys, stream is fine, right? Because sometimes I have network issues. Stream is all right, right? For the 360 degree menu, this thing, if you look at Learn OpenGL cube texture, it was something like that. Cube maps, yeah, cube maps, this thing. So basically I have a mesh that is at the center, and you have to screenshot the game, like inside of the game, you screenshot it above, then down, then to the sides, you make screenshots, and then you save them as a texture, and you render those textures in this cube map. And you just you are inside of that cube map, and you pan the camera around it, and it saves a 360-degree view. That's the technique. And you have this menu. That's the technique. Wait, these are two different games. This is not the same. Yeah, these are two different. Like, this is the C++ one in Raylib, and this is the Java one just with OpenGL. This one I've spent the most hours in, but I started this one from all over again because it's worth it, since Raylib is really cool. Stream is fine, view bobbing is goofy. That's from Half-Life. Have to a Minecraft clone making Java. Can you see please and rate? Well, off stream I can do it. Make a YouTube video and I'll look at your channel off stream, or maybe at the end of the stream once we make some progress. What's up with Twitch? Stream is fine, nice. Well, some blocks might share meshes, but it's still they're different, so I think it's a good idea to just have a lot of JSON files that describes block properties like meshes and flags. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe I'll do something like that. Because some blocks are very simple, they can be a simple JSON file. Yeah, that's right. I could do that, but not right now. I could do that, but I'll save the suggestion in all the other ones. Come on, man. Let's open Excalidraw. I'll save you here. These comments are all of past comments from YouTube videos wanting me to fix the block hover. And since we already did it, I'm working on a video for that. And like, since we made the custom block hover, now this is not the custom one, but we don't have the anvil to show you, but those screenshots are for the next video I'm working on. These screenshots are for the next video where I showcase the custom hitbox, the custom block outline. Let's add the dead bush. Let's add the dead bush. Let's add the dead bush here, and we'll just copy the grass. Why not? We'll copy the grass, dead bush, dead bush. It's transparent and it will have the same collision box. And then in the block factory, that bush is not a full block. Yeah, that's fine. It's not an issue. I have my foliage as like inheriting the block. Like, dead bush, dead bush, and let's add it as a block ID, and then let's copy the grass itself, or the grass, or the poppy. Let's do the grass, dead bush, and this is the mesh. I need to copy the I need to find what Minecraft does. Where's the JSON file Minecraft uses? I need to go in backup. New backup, no. More backup. Where is it? Yes, so let's find it. Models, block, dead bush, and here it is. It inherits the cross, just the texture is this. This is the texture. And I need to give it where? Let's close the Java clone. Yeah, I need it in the cube mesh pool here. I need to give it coordinates, so let's open Aspirate. Oh, I don't have the texture. I don't have the texture. Let's search for it. Textures, dead bush. No, not this. Let's change the color mode to RBG. Let's paste it here. And that's the dead bush. The coordinates are 064. 064. And is that it? Maybe. Let's spawn it. So in the sub chunk, when we usually spawn the dandelions, maybe, or the grass. Let's do it when we usually spawn the dandelions. Here, let's spawn the dead bush. That should be it. Does anybody see a dead bush? Oh, I didn't export the texture. Export it. Choose file. Def. And let's export it here. Like that, export. And we should have the dead bush. Yeah, now we have the dead bush. This is it. And if you can notice, the block hover is like bigger. It's bigger than the just a regular cube. Here it's pointy outside of it. So like we do have custom block hover. And now if we can fix this, and we'll move to the sky. Let's open what's up with YouTube. What's up with YouTube? I have videos in my Minecraft clone. Okay, I'll check you out in either at the end of the stream or off stream. Hello, what's up? I don't think it matches Java, more like Bedrock. Hi, looking great. Yo, what's up? I have suggestion. I don't still have block lighting. Sorry if it's already been mentioned. Has cardinal aligned shading on the sides and bottom faces of the blocks to help give more depth. Let me think about it. I need to understand what that means. Minecraft has cardinal aligned shading on the sides and bottom faces of blocks to help give them more depth. I'll save your this is first time I'm getting this suggestion, so I'll save it. Since right now we are focusing on the fixing the cactus and to add the sky. Just worked on particles. Nice that you're here too. Yeah, it would be cool if we can add particles when you like break the block. That would be... That helps with immersion. I'm not working on a 1 month in my clone, but I am working now. Peta says, add me, motivate to continue the game. Yeah. Even if you don't feel inspired, do an hour a day. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. The emotions come and go. But if you do an hour a day and you look back, you'll be like very glad that you did the work. You're a huge inspiration, man. I'm learning C++, and this is one of my goals. Nice, thank you. I'm inspiring you, but you're inspiring me. Like you guys being here, like showing interest in what I'm doing and being motivated from my work, this motivates me as well. So this is a win-win for both of us. Hello, nice. Work on survival, that's why. Add Skybox. I'm also building a Minecraft clone in Godot. Yeah, Godot is... I prefer Godot from Unity, Unreal. From all the engines, I prefer Godot. Godot is a good choice. Will you be adding any custom features not in Minecraft? Well, I don't know if it's in Minecraft, but I really want to add the Ender Dragon and to be able to fly around with the dragon, to have it as a pet. Like, that's not in Minecraft, right? But we are far away from that. That's just a dream. Your streams make me want to revisit my voxel project. Nice. That's good. That's good. We added this dead bush. Now let's fix this cactus, since it has this on the side. Like, this shouldn't be here, obviously. We'll fix this, and we'll finally do the sky. Since the sky is so empty, we can do it like in the Minecraft clone. If I turn it back on. The Java clone is a lot slower. But here, this is the idea. To have the clouds and to have this sun and moon. That's the plan. That's the plan. And if you can notice, the sun travels a little bit. Like, look at how it goes up. Like, this is the goal. The clouds are not like in Minecraft. I've noticed in Minecraft they are different. Look at how at the end they are a little bit of transparent. I have this transparency. I have blending enabled. I have this transparency in my clone as well. Not this one. In this one. Like, if I move here, it's hard to notice, but look at how the clouds are actually transparent, like in Minecraft. But at the distance, look at how everywhere they're the same. But in the original Minecraft, look at how at the distance they're a little bit opaque, like they're more like the background. And I don't have that. But I have this in the Java clone. But still, even if we manage to replicate the same thing I have in my Java clone to my C++ one, that's a win as well. That's a win. Okay, we'll fix this bug, we'll fix it, and we'll move to the sky. Wait. What's happening here? Something's definitely wrong. I watched some of your videos because they seemed interesting and reminded me of my time when I wanted to do game dev. Used to watch Danny. Yeah, I think Danny promised in a Reddit post that he'll make a video. And he still hasn't made a video. Like, I'm still waiting for his new video. Now I'm currently fixing my laptop from a dual boot and can't programming anymore. It's fog. Oh, that's the fog. So you're saying I confused my clone for the Minecraft. So you're saying that's the fog there at the distance. That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Why not? Where's chat? What's up, chat? Yep, definitely fog. That's fog. Okay, it's fog. Okay, I got it. It's fog. It's fog. The cloud core changes. Okay, it's fog. You convinced me. I'm your subscriber. The command box. Who is the command box? Ah, the command box. You can clearly see if you disable the sky fog with the sodium extra mod. Yeah, can I disable the fog with my Optifine mod? It's not sodium. Can we disable the fog? Is there fog here? Quality. Do you guys see a fog here? Custom sky. Shaders. Details. Cloud height. Fog start. Oh, can I stop it? No, I can just change it from when it starts. Clouds, default. That doesn't matter. Ah, fog on. Wait, the fog is off. Okay, the fog is off. And now I have the fog. I didn't have a fog. So if the clouds is because of fog, that at the end. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's not get distracted. Not get distracted. The crosshair have inverted color and opacity low, I think. Yeah, mine has it as well. Like here, if you can notice, like it's inverted color. Mine crosshair is the same, like inverted color. Well, at least it should be. You can disable. Moog City is one of the best Minecraft, but it shows that fog is off. Different fog. Okay, it's a different fog. There are like 10 different types. Okay, it's a different fog. There's a lava fog. Is the fog in the room with us right now? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's focus. So let's fix the cactus. Let's fix the cactus since it's acting really weird. And this should be the north side. Yeah, this is the north towards the negative Z. Let's see if we can do something about it. So it should be in the cube mesh template. When I generate the north. Here is where I add them. No, actually, no, it's not here. Because if we look at it, actually, it's drawing inside of it the face properly. It's just adding this as extra. So maybe like here, what I have is, where is it? The template. I have an integer of how many faces we should render. And maybe it's trying to render more faces than it should be. And actually, let's open render doc and see what's happening. Let's see the mesh itself. This is a previous version. We need to build the debug world. And let's launch it again. And let's see some different examples. Yeah, this one should be perfect. This one. And let's screenshot it. And let's look at the drawing. Let's highlight the draw call. This is the draw call. Let's look at the mesh. This is the mesh. This is the mesh. Let's fly around. This is the cactus. The cactus mesh. Let's open it in Blockbench as well as reference. Let's load the assets. Cactus. So these are the cubes. Let's look at the wireframe. Let's hide them. So this is for the north and west, I think. Yeah, this is the north and west wireframes. Let's bring back the solid, the texture. Also, this is the texture. This is the actual mesh. These are the meshes. Let me think about it. So what's the issue? The issue is that it's drawing something else as well. Like on top of it, on the north side, is drawing these ones as well. And it shouldn't do that. Is it just for the cactus? I think so, yeah. For the ground, it's not like that. Where is the north side? So the red here, this should be the x-axis, this should be the y, this should be the z. So I am assuming this is the positive z, I am assuming. So this is the negative, so this should be the side that's wrong. This shouldn't be the side. Not sure what's the issue. What about the top? Yeah, it's difficult to tell anything from here. It's difficult to tell anything from render doc. Let's see what... Can we get any... The issue is because it's multi-tall block. If you make all cactus normal block, one block tall, I would think there is no issue. No. Because I can destroy them. Look, I can... Let's go in release. Because if we destroy them, even here we have one block. Like this is one block. Like, and every cactus has this issue. But some of them have a different texture. Why does everyone program C++? Are there any C programmers? Like C is very good. C is very good because C++ offers too many features, but C is missing some of those features that are really cool. But C is also an awesome choice. I think there's one German guy on YouTube that makes a lot of cool hard programs using C only. Want accented letters in my Minecraft clone. Lags them. Loading Minecraft is too hard. What should I do? I just use the PNG from the ASCII characters. But for accented letters, I haven't tried to implement them. I don't have accents. I'm relatively new to C++, so only have basic Python knowledge. That's enough to do whatever you want. I'm using learn CPP to learn C++. chapter 3 right now, and this stream is really motivating me to finish all the chapters. I also started to learn CPP actually, and like it's difficult for me to go through the chapters. Like for me it's difficult to do them since like it gets boring just to read information and books. Like it's much more enjoyable to start a project. I learned a lot more from the projects themselves. For example, I learned about shared pointers from the memory leak. We had a memory leak where this program was like, instead of it was like where is it, instead of 300 megabytes it was 40 gigabytes. You have a problem, you're motivated to fix that problem because you cannot go on with 40 gigabytes of RAM usage, and this it motivates you to figure out what's wrong. And I learned more about shared pointers because I was using regular pointers. I switched to shared ones, and the shared pointers fixed the memory leak. I learned a lot more from doing projects, and it's a lot more fun. Like for me, going through books is very boring. Even with Learn OpenGL. Learn OpenGL is the best resource for learning OpenGL, but I've only gotten through from getting started page. I went through the getting started page and I started the Minecraft clone. Like you can see it in my first video on Minecraft where I documented the process. Here, my first 2 months. Here I showed how I'm learning OpenGL. Here drawing the triangle. This was 1 year ago, like 2025. Learning the triangle. I just went through the basics. I made this breakout game, and I started the Minecraft clone. And I jumped to the Minecraft clone. Once I had a 3D block, I was like, okay, I'll just change the textures to the grass block. And I changed the textures. Then let's make a chunk, a sub chunk. I made a sub chunk. And then let's have a couple of sub chunks. Let's have terrain. And like, this was fun to me. Let's have terrain generation. Let's have water. Let's have was much more fun to me. And here I was having issues with the water, and I figured it out by drawing them separately since there were some issues with the water. And I only went through the getting started. I didn't go through the advanced OpenGL where you have about depth testing, because it was just boring, man. But this is very valuable information, like frame buffers. Frame buffers is really important. Blending is really important. And here I reached the water. Look at what happened. I was going through the getting started page and I jumped to making a Minecraft clone, only having 2 months of experience. I jumped to making Minecraft clone and I reached the water. The water is semi-transparent. You need to do blending. And look at how blending is a chapter in advanced OpenGL. And when I reached the water, I went back and found this page on blending, and I read this page. And I was a lot more motivated to read it, since if I managed to learn it, I'll be able to solve the transparency with the water. For me, this way of doing it is a lot more fun than just going through the chapters. And that was the first 2 months. And a lot of time passed since then. I messed up my selection box code. The cactus and dead bushes have spawned in the same place. No, it shouldn't be that. Right? I'm new and I have a question. I'm creating a mine clone in C and Relic, and I wanted to know if anti-component system is worth implementing. Well, in my Java, I added components, entity component system. I don't think it's actually the same thing. I don't think there were slight differences. The system part. I'm missing the system part. I have entities, I have components, but I think I was missing the system part, something like that. But implementing this in the Java clone was really helpful, even if it was very simplified. Like, it was very simple implementation. Blocks spawning inside each other. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Most likely it's not the case, because if it was the case, I would be seeing their faces on the other sides. It wouldn't be just here. It wouldn't be just here. And this would be rotated. If it was a dead bush here, this would be rotated. I'll check it out. I'll see what the issue is after I catch up with you guys. Becomes... Yeah, I was thinking about that. The bug seems to have patterns. Sometimes sand is on a cactus, sometimes dead bush. One side is trying to be a dead bush or a sand block. No. It's... look at how behind this, if you can notice, you can see the cactus mesh is drawing perfectly. It's just drawing one extra face here. But behind it, it's perfect. Behind it. The cactus is drawing perfectly. It's adding an extra face. Yeah, it's pretty boring to read. I think I'm going to read until I know the basics, and I'm going to work on a project. What project are you going to do? Hi, what's up? Do you have a theory as to why extra texture is being put on top of the cactus? On top of the cactus? Wait a minute. Extra texture? I don't see an extra texture. It's only on the north side. Let's do an experiment. I don't know what that experiment will be, but let's just make some drastic changes and see what happens. That usually shows very quickly some indications. On top of the north side. On top of the north? I don't see it on top of the north. Yeah, let's make some drastic change. How do we spawn the cactus? We spawn the cactus from generate blocks if there is a 1 in 150 chance to spawn the cactus. So we queue it in this block spawner. Instead of a cactus, let's put here stone. Let's put the stone and see if that is different. I think this will give us a hint. Yeah, the stone doesn't have an issue. Okay, I think I have an idea where that issue might be. I have an idea. Since the cactus is a bit different. The cactus model file, the JSON, has a couple of blocks. And I think it's the first one like that. If we don't include the foliage. Where is the cactus? Here. It has one block, then another one, then another one. What if we remove the north and south of the cactus? Let's remove the north and the south. Yeah, now the south is missing. We have the north and it's still rendering this. Okay, let's bring back the north and the south, and let's remove the west and the east. Let's remove the west and the east. We still have this. Okay, let's remove the top and the bottom. I think that viewer that said the top north is the issue, maybe right. Let's remove the top and bottom. Yeah, removing the top and bottom fixed it. Okay, let's remove the top one. Let's have it just down. Okay. Now let's remove the down one. Let's remove the down face. Yeah, so that's the issue. It's the down face. I don't know what this issue is here. It's the down face of the cactus. Let me think about it. What if it's the culling? What if it's the culling? I remove the culling. Let's remove the culling of the down face. No. Okay, let's go to where we use this information. I need to go inside of the mesh pool. And let me think about it. This reads from the JSON file. Probably not here. What about the generation? No, read from JSON probably. Here I go over all the elements. And here we go over all the faces. But before that, do we have anything of value? No. Okay, let's continue. This is the culling. What about this? No, not this. Texture, origin, rotation, case, bottom. Curl bottom mask, bottom UV origin, bottom UV, bottom rotation. This seems to be alright. Actually, that seems to be alright. What about the north? Okay, this is for the bottom, this is the top, this is the north, this is the south, this is the east, this is the west. And all of these look fine. Okay, let's go back to when we read the information. Here we read the information. Curl face. It looks alright. So let's go to the mesh template. When we saw that when we remove this bottom face, okay, let's do something else. Let's remove this bottom face here and let's add it to somewhere else, like here. Let's add it here. The issue is gone. So when we combine the bottom and the north, that caused an issue. That's weird. That's weird. This from 00, 16, 16. Oh, there's a difference. This is from the zeros to the 16s. This is a full block, the top and bottom. That's a full block. And this is from the... This has a difference and this has a difference. They're slightly offset. In the culling, that's the issue. Yeah, that's the issue, that's the issue, that's the issue. The culling. It should be the culling. Since in the pool, here in the generation, here we generate. Let me think about it. Here we generate these masks, these ones. All of them, when they're -1, we will not draw them. Will not draw them. And when are they set -1? After the generation, yeah, we clear it. It should be fine. Let me go back to the cactus. The cactus. So the first one, okay, let's do something else. Let's take these and put them somewhere else, like in the middle or the bottom. Do not start with them. Do not start with them. Because the issue is with the bottom face. Yeah, look at how when we change the order, now it's different. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, okay, so it's we saw where the issue is. The issue is with generating the mesh when I go through these elements. I just need to see a bit more in detail what's up. It's been a while. Hello Maskeli, have you thought about making each block have its own CPP file? In header you make extern grass stick. I haven't thought about that. So it's the top and bottom. Hello Petsa, hello, what's up? Good afternoon. I'm also working on a Minecraft clone, but I opted for Unity. Unity is also a good enough choice. I have a question. How did you create the noise for the world and define the biomes? I just have the desert. It's just one biome. I don't have multiple biomes. Like however much we travel, we'll not see a different biome. I don't have that yet. But this is just purely noise. I haven't figured out how to use multiple ones. Basic tutorial, I forget how it works, but it's too complicated. You just sample noise on each coordinate in the world. Value between 0 and 1 could represent the number of blocks in the vertical column on each x and y coordinate. I'm still number 1. I am like the first viewer. Yeah, Maskeli will never forget it. How he was the only chatter at some point. Maskeli will keep that memory forever. Let me think about this now. Let me think about it. Let's remove all of these. Now we have just the sides. We have the north and south. We have just the north and south. And there's no issue. Okay. Now if we have just these ones, just the west and east, we still have no issues. It's only when we have a couple of them at the same time. Only then we have issues. Okay, this is perfect. Yeah, this is perfect. This will... Yeah, this will save... This is a good problem to have. This simplifies it. So it's the top and bottom. Is the top and bottom. Can I put comments here actually? Yeah, I can put comments. I can put comments, sure. Let me think about it. Let's go to the cube mesh pool probably. And let's look at the top and bottom. This is the bottom. We set the bottom mask. Okay, the bottom mask. And where do we get it? From curl sides. If the face has a curl face. Cactus. The face has a curl face. Curl face is down and this is up. And here, oh, these ones don't have a cull face. What if we remove it? The cull face. What if we remove it? Excuse me? Oh, maybe because it's a comment. No, that wasn't it. So it's not the cull face. Let me think about it. So this is the cull face. And what's this? Ah, this is which face it is. Okay, so if it's the bottom, if it's the bottom, this is number 2. And what's cull sides? Wait a minute. The order is bad. The order is wrong here. The order is wrong. Cull bottom is 2. Oh no. The order is wrong. It should be it should be top, bottom, then south, north. Ah, wait a minute. No. No, it's different. It's... Wait, I'm confused. No, it's... No, that's not... No, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. It's just using the string. This is a map. It's just using the string. My bad. So yeah, it's just using the string. So what is this if it's cull bottom? So down is cull bottom, yeah. Up is cull top. Sure. North is north. Yeah, that wasn't the issue. Damn it, I wanted that to be the issue. Okay, then we need to go deeper inside of cube mesh template. Inside of cube mesh template. So when we generate it, current face is 0. Cull mask -1. So if the cull mask is positive and the flag is up, okay, we render it. Sure. So the issue is, and here the bottom, wait a minute. And then the north. Look at how the north is after the bottom. And the bottom and north had issues. What if we do the south? Here. What if we do the south? Will that change the... will that change it? No, let's... with something easier, let's put there... Let's put there west. That would be an obvious one to see, to notice. Here. Let's put the west side. Yeah, it's still the... No, what? What? South? What? South? Wait a minute. Wait, I'm confused. Cull mask Wait, that's weird. Wait a minute. I think, yeah, the order matters. I'm confused. So top, bottom, north, south, west, east. Let's do it like that here. Top, bottom. Then north, south. North. Where is south? I lost south. Yeah, I lost south. Yeah, this is south. Yeah, north, south, west, east. Right? West, east. North, south, yeah. The cactus is not a full block. The order matters. In the middle. In the middle, order matters. We can change that. I changed the order on purpose. Yeah, we changed it. It was at the start. It was at the start, like, but we changed the order to the middle, this top and down. We changed it to the middle, then to the end, just to see what happens. And the only thing that changed was what texture we get here. Now is the sand. Now is the sand. I can't do progress while chatting with that much people. While laughing. You had falling sand? No, we don't have falling sand. You play Minecraft off work. Off stream, I just continue to code. We need to go deeper. Yeah, they are different size. Hey man, just checking in again. Looks like you have done quite all since I last visited. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, man. Let me see. And and there's something else. The other interesting thing is, look at how it's like the whole mesh, the texture. And that's because the top and bottom are the only ones that use the full block mesh. So this is another confirmation that is coming from them. But the only issue is here, this side, the culling should be negative number. This is the north-south. So this should be the north. So here when we generate the mesh, template, here where we generate the mesh, where is it? Here, the north. This north mask, here it should be -1. Because after every mesh, we set the mask to be -1. Here, north mask is -1, south is -1. It's like when we set the bottom mask, in some way we're setting the north one as well. And it's something like that. So here at the bottom, look at how we set the bottom mask. We are not touching and here we have a break. We do not touch the north mask. It should be -1 for sure. For sure it should be -1. We can easily just do a test. We can easily just do a test. How? Here from the file name. from the file name. So a conditional based on if the name equals the cactus JSON. But I think the model was more than that. No, it's just that. Okay. Let's start it. What's your problem? Cannot be set. Why cannot I check strings? Why model name? This is model name. It's a string. Then I want to check it if it equals. Online CPP. Let's quickly see what's up. Test if std string test hello. Test if equals hello. Include string. Like that. Yeah, it's true. So why cannot do it here? Why cannot do it here? Let's remove the condition. Let's remove the condition. Yeah. Model name is send JSON. Let's look at the... Where is this? We are losing the watch window. Where is the watch window? Where is the watch window? Breakpoints. Damn it. I don't know how to bring it back. I must have closed it at some point. I don't know how to bring it back. Damn it. Toolbars. Other windows. Let's search it. Watch. Watch. Execute. I need that window, man. I need the window. So here model name is the send JSON model. I need to put a breakpoint when it's the cactus JSON, and it doesn't allow me. Let's put it in debug release. Maybe that will solve it. Come on, work. Come on. How long will it switch? Okay, Visual Studio decided to be acting special. Let's just restart Visual Studio. Let's see what's up with YouTube. Cactus can you add Java remake splash text? What do you mean by that? Debug menu. Yeah, it's acting the same. Yeah, that's weird. How can I fix my conditional? Here. It's a string. Like, obviously it's a string. And I cannot check if it block model. Damn it. Debug. Windows. Breakpoints, exception, settings, output, diagnostic tools. No, not that. It is watch 1 in search. Oh, okay, it's watch 1. Watch 1. Watch. Now I'm not getting the same search. At this point, you may be better off just adding an if statement. Oh yeah. Just yeah. You're smart. We have we have two smart people here. Wix and Lloyd. We have two smart people. Here I need to put something. I'll just put the same thing here. Why not? And put a breakpoint here. And this doesn't want to build. Why does it want to build? Let's go to the CMake and save it. This should build something. Let's go back to the pool. Let's force it to build. It should build the game exe here. I should have the game. Oh yeah, here it is. And we are here finally, man. That was so annoying. Now let's see why we're getting the bug. Here we are. Yeah, this is from 00 to 1616, right? But I don't have my window with the watches, autos. Oh, that doesn't matter. Wait, what happened? Oh, it doesn't have a rotation. And now we are inside of the faces. Here, curl mask is 2. That's the bottom. That's the bottom. It doesn't have a rotation. And we are inside of the bottom. Nice, perfect. We set up the template. We set up the template and can I see? I need to get the current template. Maybe I need to go inside of the header. I need to get the current template. Let's go in the header and where are the templates? Here, templates, please. Damn it. Yeah, I need to get some water. I need 2 minutes. Have no water. Okay, I got some water. This time we can do it. Let's see what's up with Wix. In the middle, order matters, debug menu, it's watch 1 in search if, and then put the normal breakpoints. Okay. Hold control and click on the get template. Okay. We are working with the first one. We need to focus on the culling. Where's the culling? Here. Cull north is -1. Perfect. Oh, current phase is 3. Wait a minute. That's wrong. That's wrong. Maybe, no, it will reset afterwards. It will reset afterwards. Let's continue with this. This goes over. This is the up. This is the top. Nice. And then what else? Yeah, it's transparent. And we get the next template. And then we go over the other elements. And this is just reading the file. And it will get generated. Where is the generation? We'll put a breakpoint there. Here. Let's continue it. Our journey. Wait, what happened? Okay, this is the mesh template. It should be the same one. Where we have... Where is it? Where the culling? Where we have the top mask and the bottom mask. Yeah, that should be it. Oh, generate. Yeah, we have to go inside of here for sure. We have to go here. Here, current phase. Excuse me. Current phase is 0. This is 0 to 16, sure. And this is the top. This is 1. And it will conditionally add all the faces. And then the bottom. Then the bottom, this is 2. And it will add all the faces. And current phase is 2. And it will render 2 faces at the end. So down the north. The north? We have the north. Why? Why do we have the north? We shouldn't have the north. We have the north. We don't have the south. We don't have the west or the east. We have the top and the bottom. But we have the north mask. From where? From where? Like, after every generation of a mesh, we clear them to -1, all of them. And we saw how, where was it? Here, when we did the breakpoints, here with the curl bottom, the north was -1. It was -1. Set colors white. It's not here. It's not this. Wait 1 second. Somewhere I'm setting the culling. Next template. This just goes to the next template. Okay, so it should be where we generate. Where is the generation? When we generate here, we clear everything. We get the mesh template. And here we just hit generate. Right? Current phase. Curl mask. -1. Oh! Are we doing... because this is 2. And this is 3. Wait a minute. Why is the north mask like that? Add faces. Here we don't touch the north mask. Let's see all of its references. Find all references. Here is just defined, and here it's this part. And we didn't reach it here. We can do a breakpoint again and see. This is for when we clear the north, and this is where we just get the north. Set default culling. And where do we set that? Where do we set this? Where do we use this? We don't even use it anywhere. We don't use it. Okay, do we use this part? Final references. Case north. No, that's very confusing. Hello, Cyber Window. Hey, what's up? Man, I really thought we were going to do the sky and clouds, but we're solving the cactus all of this time. I'll need a breakpoint again. I need one more breakpoint. Let's go back to the mesh pool. Here when we are doing the... Where was it? Here when we are doing the cactus. Let's run it. And... what's up, Wix? Nothing to do with the issue, but it's annoying that you're using hard-coded numbers instead of enum class. For what part are the hard-coded numbers? Oh, the sites. Yeah, okay, now we're doing the cactus. That's where the issue is coming from. That's where the issue is. And here we get the template. And right now the template has the culling. Oh, the culling you mean? Yeah, right now it's all negatives. So it's perfect as of now. As of now it's perfect. And here we go over all the faces, which are how many? Element. Come on, let me hover this. It doesn't let me. That's bad. Face string is down, is the bottom side, which is the one with the issues. Call mask 0. And now it's 2. The texture, rotation, and here call bottom. Nice. We just set the bottom mask, and now it's the upside. Now it's the upside. We set just the top mask. Just the top. And break. And there are no more faces. And if we go to the template, as of now, it should... curl north should be -1. Curl north should be -1. Yeah, curl north is -1. Yeah, absolutely no issues. Here set colors white and next template. And now the other elements. Are there other elements? Cactus? Yeah, all the other ones. And this face is the north. This is the north. And let's see. Here it says the north. Nice. And let's look at the template. Current template is 1. Let's look at the template. Let's look at the 0th one. Perfect. The 0th one is perfect. Let's look at the next one. And next one curl mask is zeros for some reason. Why? Let me think about it. Why are they all zeros? And this is for the east. And then the west. And then the west. Let's look at the curl mask. Again, zeros. That's really weird. Again, zeros. What about this one? Here it's perfect. All of these are zero. Oh, wait a minute. There are a lot of zeros here. Too many zeros. Actually, there are too many zeros. That was all the faces. That was all the faces. And damn it. Let's go to the generate. Here, generate. Let's stop here. We clear everything. We clear everything. We get the template. We start from the 0th one. And what are the curl mask? Yeah, they're perfect. Perfect. They're perfect. And here we hit generate. We go inside. Generate. And what are the curl mask? North is -1. And we have top and bottom. There are absolutely no issue. What about now? Yeah, they're perfect. So we get the curl mask, which is the top, and we do the top. We do next face. Yeah, north is perfect. Now we do the bottom. We do the bottom. Here, add indices. Add indices. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Add indices. I saw it. Something happened here. It was here. I saw it. We passed through add indices and curl north mask became 3. I saw it. But why? Why? Add indices. What happens in add indices? What? What happens in add indices? We go over here. We calculate the ambient data. That's nothing to do with us. And we fill up this. We fill up this. Like what? When did that? Oh. What? That's extremely weird. Now it's 3. It was -1. Here it was -1. Here it was -1, -1. And after we did this, this became 3. And inside of the code, this is nowhere to be used. What happened when you add the nether? It will be really cool, and I'll be really happy if we add the nether. That would be really fun. Let's see what's up with Wix. You can only open watch during debugging. Search it for now. Hovered variable and then add watch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Add watch. That's smart. Then those were a lot of smart suggestions. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was a brilliant move. Curl North Mask. Yeah, but it's already 3. It's already 3. Let's go back to the previous breakpoint. Not here. It should be in the mesh pool. Inside of here, let's breakpoint. And now inside of generate, here, let's put a breakpoint here. There. Look at how curl mask is -1. Okay. Let's go inside all of these. Here. The code is acting really weird. Okay. Let's just do it in debug mode. Let's just do it in debug mode. Release is acting very weird. Not here. Continue. Okay. Here. Continue. Nice. Yeah, okay. Debug acting perfectly now. We're going over all the faces. It's still -1, the curl north mask. Here, nothing, it's not changing it. Here the UVs. And now indices. Here is where last time it made a change. We have to be looking here when it becomes the number 3 and not miss it. It happened! It happened! I missed it. It happened here. Calculate ambient data. It happened here. Excuse me? Excuse me? It happened here. When I changed ambient data. Wait. What do I give it here? Bottom ambient data, right? North ambient data. That's an array. That's an array. Yeah, that's an array of 3 values. Let's do it again. Here and then here. We know exactly where it is. It's inside of here. Right now it's -1. It's still -1. And now it's still -1. It's still -1. -1. It became 3. It became 3. And this returned 3. Wait a minute, what's I? I is 3. Wait a minute. What? Ambient, the size of this is 3 elements. And we're going, I think we're going outside of the limit of how much we have here. Yeah. Most likely. Yeah. It's, here we have the address. And, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this. I saw it. I saw the problem. Where is it? Here. It's, we have, no, not the mesh pool. The template. Here, look at it. Oh, look at it, man, look at it. Here, the ambient data. We have reference to the first element of this. And we went over it. It has 3 elements. We went to the 4th element, and there isn't a 4th element. So it started changing here, the north mask. Oh my god. It started it overflowed to the north mask. Man, that was the most annoying bug ever. That was the most annoying bug ever. Oh my god. That was the most annoying bug. Here, where we add the indices, it goes up to 4. And here it says sets up to 4. That was the most annoying bug ever. That was extremely weird. And how to fix it? Here, this just goes over all the vertices of the face. And this is just for calculation of the ambient data, and here it calculates it. But why do I say if only 3 values? And here I actually use 4 values. Oh, so here in the header, let's put 4. I don't know why I have put 3 elements. It should be for 4 vertices. How did I have ambient data before this? This is the debug. Yeah, it solved it. Let's go back to release. Man, that was so annoying. Man. That solved it. We have our cactus. But I think the generation... did I lose network? I shouldn't have. Yeah, stream health looks fine. Here the chat was like loading for some reason. No, but it should be fine. Let's look at what's up with YouTube. The YouTube chat. Let's see what's up with YouTube. Are you planning to add weather? Yes, I'll add weather when we add the snow biome. When we add snow. Yeah, so we fixed the cactus. Now we have cactus, we have the dead bush. We have sand. Yeah, now we can... Yeah, we have... I think we have time to add the sky. I think we have time for that. Yeah, let's add the sky. So we have something to look at above us. Man, finally we have the cactus. That was extremely annoying bug. It was so difficult to find that annoying bug, but we found it. And the problem was that the array was of size, like size 3, and I was accessing, I was changing the fourth element, but there isn't a fourth element, so it was changing the mask. Man, that was so annoying. Oh, exception. Let's commit it. Let's commit this work. We changed a lot. Desert biome. Organize block code. What else? Fix ambient arrays bug that changes north mask. Let's call it that. So about the sky, what should be first? The sun, or the clouds? I think the clouds would be better. Let's change the speed of the camera. Want to test something. Main. Update camera. Let's change the speed here. Is the speed of the terrain generation the same as before? It's as if it's slower. Let's open MSI Afterburner. Let's wait it to generate. It looks fine. It looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. I'll probably add the sun, maybe. The clouds. Yeah, the clouds. Let's add the clouds. So these clouds. I'll add these clouds. That's what I'll do. Let's look at how I do it in the Java clone, since I forgot most of it. Let's look for cloud. Yeah, the clouds. And I have a constructor. What's up? You should add sky color gradient. So it's lighter at the bottom and darker at the top. How you add 3D items or 3D clouds? Like all the other 3D elements. You just have to create a mesh and position it at the right place. It's that simple. What do you mean by sky color gradient? Let's look at Minecraft, the original. Here. Where's the sky color gradient? Let's remove the fog. Details, fog. I removed the fog. So is that the gradient where it goes from blue to white? Is that the gradient? Do you plan to add the village? Yeah, I want to add the village and the villagers as well. Lighter at the bottom and darker at the top. I think that's how it looks in Minecraft. We'll add the gradient, but first let's do the clouds. And I'll think of something about the gradient. But it will be very fun to have a village. But before a village, we need to have the player. We need to have the player before a village, like here in the Java clone. Here, like, it will be easier to add a village. But the C++ is getting pretty close to where we're at here. And for some things, it's even better. Like here the block hover is worse than in my C++ clone. Look at how for the grass, it's a whole block. But in my C++ one, it's Where is it? It's more custom. Here it's a lot smaller. It's not a whole block. It's a lot smaller. Yeah, let's add clouds. Do you plan to add enchanting to your game? It's not a priority. We are too far from that. It's not a priority. Yeah, let's add clouds. So how did I do them in Java? This is one cloud, so I just have an array of clouds. Where is the cloud? Clouds. Yeah, I have a class that is clouds. So I create an array of clouds. I create an array of clouds. Sure. With some kind of Perlin noise. And I initialize it. And then I sort them. I sort them because I need, before I draw them, every time before I draw, I need to sort them based on the, I think, player position. It was something like that. This comes from this guide, the blending. Because if you do not sort your meshes, the blending will be awful. Here, this. Look at how here, this one is missing behind it. You cannot see it. You can see this one, but this one you cannot see it since the ordering is wrong. You have the wrong order here. That's why before you draw, you need to sort them. And here that's what I do. I sort them, and I think I didn't use squared distance because you can get the distance using the square root, and there was you could also get the distance without the square root, like length calculation. It was like a squared plus for the distance with b squared, and here it was square root of all of this. This is how we get the distance, and I had to sort them based on this distance. But since we're comparing them only which one is where from each other, I don't need the exact distance. It's more efficient to remove the square root, and you can just compare them based on this. And that was something I learned here. And I think they told this here. They explained it here probably. Square root. They probably explained it here. Distance. Yeah, here the distance. Yeah, they probably explained it there. I'm not sure if they actually explained it. What's up? Please add the poplar biome. Do you mean the polar biome? Is it like a length approximation with inverse tricks or something? No, just if you don't square them, if you don't square the distance, you can, if you compare them, you still can bring them in the right order. So here I get the distance. Okay, I get the player position and I subtract the cloud position and I get the length. Which gets the square root. So I'm not doing it here. But we can ignore the square root. We can ignore the square root. We'll try it in this clone. We'll try it. We'll try it in our clone. And then we update. Okay. So let's draw one cloud. Let's draw one cloud. And then we'll draw an array of clouds. It's 64 by 64. So we have 64 by 64 clouds. And one cloud is what size? One cloud is of height 4 and it's 12 by 12 blocks. It's something like that. And so when we initialize it, get quads, update. I'll see about that. Do you plan to add hunger bar? Yeah, but it's not a priority. We'll get to it. You can see how even in the Java clone, I don't have a hunger bar. We have to do the sky, the sun, day and night, lights, torches, like items, the door. We have to do all of those, and maybe the menu, creative menu, creative inventory, settings. We have a lot of features before the hunger bar. The stick is a PNG, right? And how we create 3D model. 2 hours later started. Oh, you mean the from pixel art to 3D mesh? I generated from code. You can watch the one of the videos. I think I showed it there. Live. I think you can look at one of the videos. I think the latest one. I think I showed it in the latest one. How I generate the mesh. Did I? I think I showed it somewhere. Here, I think. Yeah, when coding this. No, when I added the bow. I showed it when adding the bow. Here I showed it. Yeah, here. You can see how this is the pixel art, and I have an algorithm that goes over all the pixels, and for each pixel it just creates this 3D cube, and it colors the cube with the color of the pixel. It's that's it. And with this guidance, hopefully you can make it. In Minecraft is different. Their mesh is more optimized. My mesh is absolutely not optimized. So you have to figure it out. My approach is just so I have something. I had once used inverse denominator, so approximated the vision because I had no floats on embedded device. That's why I asked. Oh, I haven't worked with embedded devices. Do you plan to make another stream tomorrow? My goal is to have a stream every day. So if everything goes to plan, there should be another 3-hour stream tomorrow. Thought there could be similar efficient way to avoid square root. We'll see about it. First we'll draw one cloud, and when we have a couple of clouds, that's when we'll try to see if we can do something about it. Let's go back. And just so you know, guys, right now there looks like to be a storm starting. So if the stream goes suddenly off, it's because I've lost internet access, just so you know, because there's a little bit of a storm. And here, I don't know why this broke. Maybe... but it's not that big of a deal. It's not a priority to fix this. It's probably similar problem like we had with the other cactuses. I'll see about it later on, but not now. Right now we want to create the cloud. We'll render a single cloud somewhere inside of the world. We'll render a single cloud, and then we'll render a couple of clouds. That's what we'll do. And if we go inside of Minecraft, here, this is one cloud, this thing. This is a single cloud, and it should be 12 by 12 by 4. It should be here, this should be 4 blocks, the height, and here it should be 12 by 12. This is one cloud block. Don't ask me how I calculated that. That's when I made the Java clone. I had to figure it out. This is one cloud. So we need to draw this. We need to draw this. In each cloud, I think, is a separate draw call. Each cloud should be a separate draw call. Most likely. Yeah, most likely. The Java microclone looks like real Minecraft for me. Thank you. When the stream ends, will you see my Minecraft clone or tomorrow? If I don't forget about it, maybe at the end of the stream, I'll look at your Minecraft. Like, okay, I can do it even now. I can do it even now. If you're okay with it. But which one should I look at? Have I seen your videos? Maybe I have seen your videos. Which video should I look? There are 6 videos. The latest one. Should I look at the latest one? Or the most viewed one? This is your most viewed one. And this. Part 1 and the latest. This is part 2. Is this part 1? Or this? This is C++. So this Java is the part 1. But I'll quickly look at it. Yeah, you have the menu and you have the 360 degrees. That's cool. I don't have settings. What else? You can place blocks, you can remove blocks. The hotbar. Oh, you have the items below. And here, do you notice how you have these lines? What are these lines? I don't know what causes them. This here, how do you have the text here? This text, how do you have this? Do you do it yourself? You have glass. What else? You can jump around. And you have blocks. Yeah, that's cool. And you have shadows. Yeah, shadows is difficult to implement. Shadows is difficult. Shadows is difficult to implement. Wait, why is your entire block turning darker? It should be just the top, I think. And you have your little house here. And you've managed to... how do you do the transparency with the glass? Do you use... where was it? Do you use this blending or do you discard pixels in the fragment shaders? There are two options. Which one of the two do you use? It's important, this. Which one of the two do you use? Do you use this blending or do you use the fragment shader where you discard the pixel? If it's alpha lower than 0.5. I'll show you an example shader. Fragment shader. Yeah, do you do this for the glass? Discarding of the pixel if alpha is less than 0.5? Or do you use the blending? It's an important question. For this glass block. Which one of the two? And game pause menu. That's good. The pixel. That's important. I asked you. It was important I asked you that since if you look at made Minecraft in 48 hours, this video with 5 million views, this guy also made the glass. And if I'm not mistaken, he used blending. He tried, because here he was talking about how he had to order everything around. And the only time you need to order the meshes before you draw them is when you have blending, when the transparency is not fully transparent. And with glass, it's fully transparent. You don't need to work with the sorting. So you managed to do it better than this 5 million view video. So you managed to do glass in the like Minecraft does it. Minecraft also does the glass like that when it's fully transparent. But with this semi-transparency here, you need to order them before you draw them for the clouds, which is more difficult to do. And you said to look at the last video. Let's look at the last video. And you have the 3D hand. That's not easy to do. Here, when I was trying to do the hand, I had struggles with trying to position it. Like here, the hand, to follow the mouse. For me, that was difficult. And you managed to do that. That's cool. Oh, I think you just printed here. That's cool. I assume. You have sounds, but I've turned it off. And you have inventory. That's cool. Inventory is not easy to do. Does your inventory scale? Does your inventory scale? What else? And you have 3D blocks in your hand. That's not easy to do. Like, that's cool. It's like in the wrong rotation, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good enough. And here, what are these shadows? Are you doing ambient occlusion? Like, are these shadows? Like, I noticed the shadows when you add blocks. These shadows. Like, are they the same shadows as this one here? Like this one. What else? Yeah, okay, ambient occlusion. I recently added ambient occlusion. I avoided ambient occlusion for a very long while. So you added it quite early, and it's important to have ambient occlusion. It improves the visuals a lot having ambient occlusion. So it's cool that you have them early on. And here I think you have the name of the blocks. That's cool. And you have fog. What else? You have the particles. How do you do the particles? How do you do? I don't have particles. How do you do the particles? I'm making to Minecraft. Oh, I'm getting gray grass for some reason. You need to change the color through code. I do it directly in Aspirite. Here, if I remove the layers, I do it directly in the Atlas. Yeah, here I have an overlay. So here, where is it? Here, I have an overlay. Here directly in the Atlas, instead of through code. But at some point I need to do it through code. That's why you have gray grass. The focus is a bit bugging. The particles 2D mesh have particles too. Thank you. It's really easy to add. Nice. Yeah, I don't have particles. Come on, guys. I want particles too. That's cool. Yeah, particles are very cool. I should add particles. And what else? Mushroom. Mushroom. Sure, fine. That's cool. And you have 3D Steve. What? What? That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I don't have 3D Steve. Yeah, 3D Steve is cool. Sure. Leaves. Sand is not falling. Sure, that's not an issue. And you have a throne here. Just improve, like, work on your videos, like invest a few hours in a video, package them well, improve the thumbnail, and like you can easily get like 10,000 views if you like go through, like, you need to learn, like, programmers, it's useful for programmers to learn how to showcase their project, because even if you work for a company, like the manager, the boss, whatever, the stakeholders, those people with the cash who don't know how to code, and you've created something or there is an issue, you need to be able to communicate with those that are not programmers. You need to be able to simplify your complicated project. You need to simplify it and to try to explain it so that others can get what's happening. So it's cool that you're making videos. If you improve in the thumbnails and the videos to make them longer, like 8 to 10 minutes, and to add voiceover where you explain what's happening instead of the subtitles, and to think of an intro, like where you explain the concept, what the video will be about. Okay, in this video, I'll show you how I made the 3D Steve here, because for me, it's interesting how you made the 3D Steve. And look how you hide the 3D Steve at the end. Like, why are you hiding the 3D Steve? Put him at the start to hook viewers, to hook their interest. I want to know how you made the 3D Steve and the particles. Make a video on just the particles. How did you add the particles? And explain the concept. Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I created the 3D Steve. You introduce the concept. If there are any stakes, you say in the stakes for the video, like, I have no idea how to make the Steve, and let's go. And you progress the story. You progress the story where you start with the intention. What's your intention? We'll try to draw a static Steve, and you get blocked by something. I don't know how to draw just the static Steve. And you progress the story, and gradually at the end, oh, we have 3D Steve. Like, that's a whole video. If you like, follow those rules, like, you have the project, you have the skills, you need to learn how to showcase your project, because, like, if you make a cool project and nobody knows about it, it's like it doesn't exist. If it's a hobby, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's just for fun, it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to like have something to go from there, like the marketing, the showcase, it's important. And that's why in my channel here I reduced the scope, and here I made a whole video just for adding the bow. And look at the thumbnail, it's very simple. I added the bow to the left with animations, and you can look at it how to the left is the regular bow and to the right is with the animation. And here the title is simple, how I added a fully working bow. And that's it. And I showcase, I introduce the concept here that I want to add the bow so that I can have skeletons. I introduce the concept, what the bow is. Like, you just follow the basics and you have a video. And sometimes the video does well, like this one that is doing better than the other ones. It's at 11,000 views. And I follow the same template here, introducing the concept and going through the story. And here, this video just, I just went through my live stream. This live stream is 7 hours. This live stream is 7 hours. And in Resolve, where is Resolve? And in DaVinci Resolve, I just opened the 7-hour VOD and I started editing it into this 12-minute video. And it took me a day, but it was the whole day of work. It was the whole day of work. Maybe I can show you. Yeah, here. So this is the 7 hours of work, and I go over it, and this is where the story progresses. Like this is this whole part, the orange part, is up until I just set up here. This is just the intro of the live stream, that's not important. But here, this blue part is until I render the skeleton. Maybe that's, oh, that's for adding the skeleton, that's for a different VOD. Yeah, but the concept is the same. I go over all the VOD, I make cuts, and I add markers when something cool happens. When something interesting happens, and in a separate timeline I create the video with all the cuts, but it's a lot of work. But that's what I do. I went over the 7-hour VOD, and I made it into 12-minute videos by adding voiceover, by adding an intro. But you need to showcase your project. Let's see what I missed. Player model was very difficult, but the mushroom in my hand not good. How I managed to make 3D Steve, I made hand, but it's Steve PNG. This channel just, I'm not have a big YouTuber, I just archive for me. Could you perhaps check my clone out too? What's your clone? Let's check out your clone. Let's look at command box. How much are we on time? No, we have 30 minutes. We have time. I'll check you out. 500 subscribers is, well, that's not easy to do, to find people to have interest. That's cool. Which video? You have a lot of videos. You have to tell me which video. The newest, thank you. Okay, I'll look at the newest. I want to see before that, what did I miss? Yeah, this is where we left off. You better than my clone, but will you use a sprite sheet for the textures or will you use separated images? I'll use separated images, like Minecraft does it, but not right now. Where was it? Here. Minecraft uses separated images. Textures block here. They have separated images and they create the atlas through the code. And I did the same for my 10 million TNT clone. I did the same so that I can have texture packs, but I'll do it at some point for my clone. As of now, I just have a single sprite sheet. I'm hoping someday I can be as good as you guys. The more time you invest in something, the better you get at it. Like it's the same as grinding in League of Legends or in Dota. Like to increase your rank, you need to spend more time, but it's not just spending more time. It's also about improving each time. So it like with making videos, just because a channel has like 1,000 videos doesn't mean you'll become a good YouTuber. You need to improve after each video a little bit. And it's the same as in League of Legends. For those that play League of Legends or Dota, if you play 1,000 hours, you can still get hard stuck at silver at a low rank where most people are, even if you spent 1,000 hours. That's because you need to also try to improve each game. Like for example, just learning to last hit a mob, because if a mob dies, you don't get gold. If you last hit it, you do get gold. If you just improve on that, that itself will put you a lot further than all the other guys. So it's the same in Minecraft. To code a Minecraft clone is the same in making videos, is the same in everything. So for example, in YouTube, here, for example, for the next video, to learn how to make an improvement in the thumbnail, for example. And just that will maybe double the views. Just that. Like very slight improvements. 1% improvement each time. I managed to make 3D Steve, because when I try at hand, I get... It's just create in code 3D mesh. Yeah, I'll check out the newest video. I'll add Herobrine. The best. I was streaming 24/7. My goal is to stream every day for 3 hours. It's not 24/7. Yeah, I'll look at the latest video. Welcome back to Remaking Minecraft. And just using text is not bad. It's not an issue with just using text, because in my video, like this video, it's almost at 300,000 views, and I just used subtitles. There was no voiceover. So it's possible to do it with just text on the screen. It's possible. Like with the video, it's not that big of an issue. It's not that big of an issue to have just text on the screen. If you like have trouble speaking in English. Let's go back and make the video longer. Like if I'm interested in the project, like 2 minutes, like I want to see more. Like just looking at the shadows, etc. Like 10 minutes would be cooler if the video was. Welcome back to Remaking Minecraft. So you have a lot of cubes here. Block view model. So you change the block in your hand and the blocks at the top change as well. Oh, why? Oh no, it's where you walk. Yeah. This is just an instant rendering stress test. So this is instance rendering. Why do you care about instance rendering? Structure placement. How do you do structures? Because in my approach is the simplest one. How do you do structures? Because when I spawn a tree, I just put in a queue a lot of blocks. Here I just put a lot of blocks in a queue. In this block spawner. I go over manually in the code all the positions. When you make the next video, I'm working on it. The next video is the custom block outline. That's the next video. But I'm working on it. And here I started on the intro. And here I'll show everybody that wanted the custom block outline. And here, look at this. This is incredible work, but one thing just triggers me every time. The block outline is a cube for everything. Yeah, and I fixed it, and that's the next video. Waking up in 9 hours. Loop through the structure and paste it. What does that mean? What do you loop through? What do you loop through? That's what I'm interested in. I think you should focus on debug and not custom outline. Like, but we already have a custom outline, Maskeli. Oh, are you talking about the other ones? Special block, fences, cactus, and anything. It's a model or just a code? Oh, no way. Loop through every block in the structure and paste it. Yeah, okay. Structure placement. Sure, fine. You have me. Let me go back. Structure placement. When you place it, does it replace the other blocks? Probably. And random tree placement. Huh. Why are your shadows the same color? Like under the tree. It should be darker at the center and lighter at the end. And why is your outline white? It's not that big of a deal, but it just caught my attention. You spawned a structure here. And like when you place the structure, where do you store it? Like from where you loop through every block in the structure. Where are those blocks? Where are they initially? From where are you copying? That's what I'm interested in. Maybe years. You can make the structure placement and use for debugging generation. Boolean shadows like in the first version of Minecraft. Oh, Boolean shadows. Like in a file. Oh, so the structure is in a file. A grid container. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not releasing it since I have copyrighted textures. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe I can store it in a JSON file. Does Minecraft store structures in a JSON file? That's interesting. Let's see. Let's look at tree. No. Oak. Do they have a JSON file? Oak wood. I don't see them to have the structure like a JSON file. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. What else? You have these blocks moving around, sure, but I'm not interested in the instancing. Particles. Do you do the particles with... How do you do the particles? How do you do the particles? Because I have to do particles as well. You can destroy blocks. And you can copy paste big structures. Sure. You're repeating yourself, showing the structures. You're repeating yourself, like if you look at the video retention, when you repeat yourself, viewers just skip. Yeah, they're cool projects. And it's interesting to see that everyone has different features they've added. Everybody has decided to add different things from the Minecraft clones. Just let me do the textures. Okay, what about the models? What will we do with the skeleton and the zombie? We cannot just change the textures of the models and reuse them. The models need to be different as well. I don't use this type of file. Storage might be different folder than terrain. I store the raw block data array in a file, not JSON instance rendering. Sure. Like friendly rivals. Rivals. Special block fences. I'll learn modeling. Okay, Maskeli, learn modeling. I'll be learning coding. We were going to render the clouds. Which were how big? This big. Wait a moment. Let's draw one cloud. Let's draw a simple cloud, which is just 4 blocks height, and 12 by 12 width and depth. Let's do that. I lost chat. Where's chat? It's easier to code Minecraft clone in HTML. It's easier in C++. Voxel modeling should be easy. I'll probably release video showing the code and explaining the particles. Yeah, explain the particles. But I have to learn some other skills before, like visualization. What the issues? What the issues when I have infinite world generator and I won't render fast like when moving fast? It's difficult to generate world fast when moving fast. That's difficult to do. We had to do it in a couple of streams. Here I just prioritize the chunks around the player position, and when the player stops, that's when I generate the other chunks. And the loading and unloading needs to happen in a couple of frames, not in the same frame, so that you don't have lag spikes. This is if you do it in a single thread. In multiple threads, it's more complicated, and I haven't figured it out how to do it with multi-threading. this is in a single thread, but just prioritized around the player and then loud all the others. But it's difficult to do. Just have the world be static. In my Java clone, I don't have infinite terrain generation, and I managed to get quite far without infinite terrain. You can do, like, you don't need to start with infinite terrain generation. You can do so many other things before that. Like here, my world is not infinite in the Java clone. But you can do the sky, you can do the clouds, you can do all of the other stuff before infinite terrain generation. You don't need to make it infinite. There is a lot to become better artists. The Java edition, the inventor use 3D Steve model. Yeah, I use 3D Steve. Yeah, the Steve is 3D there. Okay, let's focus. We have 20 minutes to work with. Let's render a single cloud. Okay, let's render just one block that is white on all of the sides. Before that, let me look what texture I use in Java when I create the vertex array object. Here, VO. I just used a white PNG. So okay. So that's the only texture. And I have a single mesh. So all of this is in one draw call, I think. That's interesting. That's interesting. The clouds will be possibly difficult. The clouds will be difficult. What did I miss in chat? Add cave sound. Clouds are textures? No. Some clouds are textures, but other clouds are 3D meshes. Some clouds are 3D meshes. Like older versions are just a texture for the clouds. What is the best? I started with Java and transitioned to C++. I suggest also starting with Java. C++ is for like way later. It's easier to progress with Java. What you suggest to use in my Minecraft clone for clouds, PNG or mesh? Start with the PNG. PNG is simpler. And at some point you can progress to a mesh. All of them. No, Maskeli. No. They're not a PNG. This is not a PNG. This is a 3D mesh. Like I can even show you in render doc the mesh itself. Like this here is a 3D mesh. For older Minecrafts, it's a texture. But that's for older Minecrafts. Or like through settings, you can probably make changes. Where is it? Here in settings, we can probably change it. Quality. I don't know. You can probably change it to a texture somewhere. Probably. Relative news. What do you suggest I do besides do projects? You learn the fastest with projects. Like, do you have console game ideas? I don't have ideas for a console. It's difficult to, like, even here, like, I'm just doing clone other console games. Find a console game and clone it. Like, here I'm cloning Minecraft. I'm not doing an original idea. with Linux. Why on Windows again? I don't get I don't get your question, man. I don't get your question. You're rage baiting me. When they change clouds, I'm cooked. Maybe use PNG. I'll just use the mesh. Question? What's your question? It's normal when I open my game in exe file, Windows will not allow it. When I open my game in exe file, Windows will not allow it. I just open it in Visual Studio, like just run it in the Visual Studio. Maybe it's trying to access textures, resources. And when you move the exe, it cannot access the resources. You need to be careful with the location of the resource files, because it's important where the working, like you can just copy the resources folder, you can copy it to where the exe is, and it should work. When he opens his game and Windows doesn't allow it to run. What's up? How's the game doing? It's doing pretty fine. I'm trying to add clouds, but we have 15 minutes to do so. We have 15 minutes. No, didn't you have Arch Linux installed? Mr. Michael, we're on Windows right now. We're on Windows. Linux bros when someone uses Windows. Yeah, Mr. Michael, Maskeli will be a big opponent of yours. Let's try to add the clouds. Where should I put the code for the clouds? Where is the simplest place to put them? We need to create a mesh, and we need to create a model for them. That's it. And here in the drawing, in begin 3D, where is it? When begin mode 3D, here we should draw the model. So we need to create a model and a mesh for the clouds. And let's create here model, cloud model. This will be the cloud model. And mesh. This will be the cloud mesh. And we need to draw it here. And here we need to load cloud model equals load model from mesh. And here to give the mesh, cloud mesh. And so here we need to generate cloud mesh. And this cloud model, we need to draw it where? We need to draw it here. Let's draw it here. So draw model. Here we need to draw the cloud model. What's the issue? We need more data. The subchunk, the model, origin, and all of these stuff. So we need a transform. We need a position. Let's do 0, 0. That's it. So we need the model and a mesh for the cloud. We need that here. We need to generate a cloud mesh. And how are we going to do that? Here in my Java clone, I have a class just for generating a cloud. And inside of it, I generate just 4 quads. I generate 4 quads. I have to see about it. Art's fun, but Windows for me feels better for productivity. OpenGL or Vulkan. If you're alone, OpenGL. If you have a team, Vulkan. If you have a team, Vulkan. What's up here? 4 quads. What's the issue? These 4 quads are for the cloud. Oh, you mean why is it not 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. East, west, south, north. Let me think about it. Because I am ignoring the bottom, I think. Like, what was it? Since the clouds, like, look what I mean. Look what I mean, Wix. Here, the clouds in Minecraft, you can never see all sides. Look how here some sides are missing. And like, look at how here it's like 3 sides. Here it's like 3 sides. I'm not rendering all of the sides of the clouds. Because if you're rendering more sides, you lower the FPS. And I noticed how in Minecraft, in render doc, I looked at the meshes of the clouds, and here, for example, I think they're not rendering the faces you cannot see. Like here, for example, you don't need to render the bottom faces, and here you don't need to render the top faces. It was something like that. It was something like that. I'm not rendering all the faces for the clouds. It was just to... because I saw that Minecraft does it in that way as well. What else? If I'm alone, OpenGL. If I have a team of programmers, it's Vulkan. That would be my answer. Yeah, I can also get DaVinci to work on Arch Linux, but it has more crashes on Arch Linux. And on Arch Linux, DaVinci Resolve has issues with some codecs. Like the audio codec, you had to change your recordings. And it had problems, I think, with MP4. Like, I don't know. It had problems with codecs. It just have extra work to do in Arch Linux for content creation. You have a lot of extra work. But for programming is perfect. Michael left the chat, I guess. No. Yeah, I told you Maskeli is your opponent. How's your game? Sorry for asking. I went feed the pets. What pets do you have? Make the clouds triangles, render based on normals that face the player. Oh, based on the normals. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Bro, asking everyone to use Linux just will give people more reason to use Windows. Why would you even argue on using what OS? Best OS, temp OS. Well, yeah, telling people switch to OS annoying. My ops are Michael. Yeah, so Wix, as a viewer in YouTube is saying, we can use the normals to say, like here, to not render the top face. Maybe we can use a dot product to see the angle, and if it's above 90 to not render it, something like that, based on where the position is. So here is the normal, it's facing upward, and another vector will have from there to us, and we can calculate the dot product, and if the angle is like more than 90 to not render it, something like that. Depth testing? What do you mean by depth testing? Have a dog and some cats. I have a dog and some cats as well. You have sun in the Java or night, moon. Yeah, I have a sun, I have night, I have a moon in the Java clone, I have them. But they stopped working since I was playing around. They stopped working, but I have them. Let's see what's up with Twitch. Use depth buffer to prevent covered pixels from being drawn over visible ones. Isn't that automatically done? Like the depth testing to like check if it's like less than to not render. Like it compares what it has drawn, the depth of the currently drawn thing, to compare it with the new drawing and to compare their depth. I think we have it by default, depth testing. Like I've enabled it. I've enabled it. Okay, that looks nice. The way I talk focuses on being mean and making fun of people, but like when someone else uses it on me, it's very funny. Is that a C++? Like actually funny? Because this is the Java clone. This is the Java clone. And now it became nighttime. But here the terrain is still has light to it since I've broken it. The world did become darker, but I was playing around with some stuff. And now it's like this. But don't worry about it. But this is the Java clone. That's the Java clone. That's old news. This is the C++ one. With the desert. This is the C++ one. And most likely in the next stream we'll do the sky and colors. Most likely in the next stream. Since we're close to 3 hours. Most likely in the next stream. Where's chat? Here's chat. What's up? But right now I'm just chill. Planesmith. Planesmith. It's a new game like Minecraft, but you can travel and explore different worlds. The best gone game. Hello, nice. Rolls me back, actually fun. I don't know what Planesmith is. I don't know what Planesmith is. Let's summarize the stream, what happened today, and we'll end it since my limit is 3 hours. So today what happened is the cactus was not drawing properly. We made it to draw properly. Now we have a cactus. That bug was extremely annoying because the reason we had the bug was because I had an array of length 3 and I was changing the 4th element, but there isn't a 4th element. So it was changing another variable. And that's why the cactus was broken. But now it's fixed. And I added this dead bush. And that's what we did for 3 hours. So almost nothing. And then we looked at other Minecraft clones from viewers. That's why we didn't have enough time. But it was fun looking at the Minecraft clones. It's not that big of an issue. So in the next stream, we'll add the clouds, the sky, the moon, day and night, something like that. But that's it for this stream. Because we reached the 3 hour limit. Make sky quad a little bit more up height limit, make it move with the camera's Y. Meanwhile, skeleton bow, you mean nothing. Might try to improve civil skill by writing Minecraft clone too. Minecraft is it's ambitious to do a Minecraft clone. Just so you know, there are many times where I've lost motivation, so it's ambitious. So you can do smaller games. But for me it was interesting to do it, so that's why I did it. Yeah, so I'm ending the stream. Tomorrow we'll do the clouds. Yeah, bye.